IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Jay Opetaia, will be defending his title against another undefeated fighter, Italian Claudio Squeo. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, actually. Yeah, he's Claudio Squero. Squeo is ranked number 14 with the IBF. So he's going to get an opportunity, man. He's going to get a chance to go out there, prove himself, and get a title, man, against Jay Opetaia. But you know what? I got bad news for him, man, for Claudio, man. I'm sorry, man. Jay Opetaia at the moment in that cruiserweight division, he's just levels above everyone else. Do you know what I mean? He's levels above everyone else. His last fight against David Niika, like, just epic. Like, do you know what I mean? The shots, too strong, powerful. He got David Niika out of there. I think it was like in 4 rounds. Do you know what I mean? So after that fight, I think the majority of us, you know what I mean, me, myself, like, and including a lot of boxing fans around the world, we thought, you know what? The next fight that they're going to try and make is obviously against Ramirez. Do you know what I mean? Because Ramirez just went through a war, a battle against Billy Smith. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he came through that and he won it, but he did not look good in that fight. And when I watched both fighters, yeah, in their last fight, I'm just talking current form right now, Jay Opetaia is like levels above, man. Do you know what I mean? He will absolutely destroy Zurdo, man, whatever they call him. Do you know what I mean? Ramirez, like, he'll get destroyed. Do you know what I mean? I rate Jay Opetaia highly. Do you know what I mean? He's such a skillful fighter. He's a world-class fighter, man. He's elite. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he might have to move up to the heavyweight division to get the shine, yeah, and just to get bigger fights, bigger names, and make more money. Because if you look at the current state, the landscape of the cruiserweight division, like, it's not looking good, man. You go through the rankings, like, there's no any outstanding names, man. Like, Richard Riakpo was there. He's cracked on. He's now a heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? Like, the cruiserweight division right now is poor. Like, the quality is probably the poorest it's been in a while. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jay Opetaia, like, if he wants more opportunities, he's probably going to have to move up, man. Do you know what I mean? Or he's going to have to wait for someone like, what's his name? Dimitri Bivol to move up to cruiserweight. I don't see Bivol doing that, man. Bivol is happy at 175, man. I think he's going to stay there. He's going to stay light heavy. Do you know what I mean? So, Jay Opetaia, for him now, really, this fight, as I'm looking at it against Claudio Squeo, I think I've heard Eddie Hearn say this is like a stay busy fight. Do you know what I mean? Keep him busy. The last time he fought, obviously, David Niika, that was in January. Like, they're going to fight in May. The next fight is in, I believe it's in May. Yeah, it's in May in Australia again. And, you know, just keep him busy. Keep it ticking. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't get no ring rust. And hopefully we can get that fight with Ramirez. Because obviously Ramirez, he's got the WBA and the WBO belt. So with Jay Opetaia being the Ring Magazine, holding the Ring Magazine belt, and he's got the IBF title. So who's got the WBC? The WBC title is with Badou Jack. But the thing with Badou Jack, these guys are like 41 years old. Is Badou Jack even going to fight? Do you know what I mean? His last fight was been almost like a year. Or a bit more than a year. Do you know what I mean? I kind of forgot. Like, remind me. Let me know in the comments. Like, Badou Jack ain't fought in a while. And they're 41 years old. Is Badou Jack, has he really got the appetite? Do you know what I mean? So I feel like Badou Jack is going to get stripped of that WBC title. He's going to get stripped or he can vacate. Do you know what I mean? At 41 years old, I don't think my man's going to fight. I don't even think he's got a fight lined up. So I think he might just retire. So that WBC title will become vacant. And then we're going to get Ramirez and Jay Opetaia battle for that belt. Battle for that undisputed, man. They're going to have to unify the belts, man. And Jay Opetaia, for me, like I said, man, in the beginning of the video, he's the outstanding guy in that division. Do you know what I mean? There's no one bigger than Jay Opetaia. Like, it's just unfortunate. He's reigning supreme at a time when that division is just at a poorest state in terms of quality-wise. You know what I mean? But if you're asking me, you know, who will win out of Ramirez and Jay Opetaia? Yo, I'm going straight Jay Opetaia. I feel like Jay Opetaia is the better boxer. He's got a better skills. He's better defensively as well. He's more sound. He's a better all-round fighter, yeah, than Ramirez. Do you know what I mean? Ramirez, I watched him against Billy Smith, yeah, and no disrespect to Billy Smith. Billy Smith, he's one of them hard-working fighters. You know what I mean? That's how he became champion. Just pure blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? I don't rate him like as a highly skilled boxer. Do you know what I mean? And Ramirez, even though Billy Smith was cut, Billy Smith was still catching him, man. Billy Smith was still hitting Ramirez, man, with some crazy shots, hard shots as well. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, look, Ramirez went on to win. But for me personally, if you're asking for my opinion, I wasn't that convinced. But I've been convinced by Joe Opetaia's last 2 fights, though. Some people might question the caliber level of opponents, but hey, listen, Joe Opetaia is taking care of business and he's doing it convincingly. He stopped the last 2 guys. Do you know what I mean? He's doing it convincingly. I know Joe Opetaia has a lot of doubters out there. People saying, yo, who has he really faced? He hasn't faced stiff competition and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. He hasn't got a big name. Listen, he's just not had the opportunity to fight the big names, you know? And like I said, in the Cruiserweight division, because of the state or the fighters in there currently so poor, Joe Opetaia, I don't know, man. I don't know what his ambitions are. For me, he might have to move up to heavyweight, man, to get more opportunities. Now, it's a bit tricky, and I don't feel like he's big enough for the heavyweight division. I feel like he's definitely skilled. He's definitely skilled, but can he make that transition the way someone like Alexander Usyk has successfully managed to do? Do you know what I mean? Only time will tell, but I would like to see Joe Opetaia have a crack at the heavyweight division, because there, more opportunities, man. You got the likes of Joseph Parker there. Do you know what I mean? Kabayao. You got some guys there, man. Moses Saitoma. There's some big names in the heavyweight division for Joe Opetaia. You know, hopefully he moves up once he unifies all the belts in the cruiserweight division, because if he does that, there's nothing really left to prove in that division. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing really left for him to beat, because the rest of the guys that I'm looking at in them rankings, like, just the quality is poor, man. No disrespect to them, but none of the names stand out. There's no standout names in that division at the moment. So Joe Opetaia will be better off getting this fight with Claudio Squero out of the way. Do you know what I mean? Claudio Squero, listen, this is a straightforward fight for Joe Opetaia. I know we say in boxing there's no easy fights. Everyone's got a puncher's chance. I understand it, but trust me, for this fight, yeah, I'm quite confident Joe Opetaia will take care of business quite quickly, and it will be swiftly, because he's that good. And then after that, hopefully Ramirez and his people don't duck. Do you know what I mean? Because we seem to be like in some type of ducking season at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's just duck. Do you know what I mean? Like duck. Everyone's just on the ducking thing. So I hope Ramirez, you know, stands up like a man and, you know, goes in there and fights and give the fans what they want, so that we can see these 2 guys, you know, one of these 2 guys, and I'm confident it's going to be Joe Opetaia, unify the belts, man, you know? And then after that, Joe Opetaia move up. Do you know what I mean? Because I like Joe Opetaia. I think he's got a great potential to be a superstar if marketed right. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's under Eddie Hearn at the moment. Eddie Hearn, say what you want about Eddie Hearn, but he knows how to turn fighters into superstars. Do you know what I mean? He knows how to build a personality, show them to the public, and then and make loads of money out of it. So Joe Opetaia, if he unifies the titles at the cruiserweight division, definitely, man, I can see him moving up to heavyweight. And you know what? With his skill level, he can beat a lot of these heavyweights, man. You know what I mean? A lot of the heavyweights right now, they're not that skilled, man. They might be big and that, but they're not really that skilled. There's only like a handful of them that are actually world-class skilled fighters. So Joe Opetaia have every single chance, especially if he bulks up a bit, grows into that body, gets a bit more power. He can definitely do a job on a lot of these heavyweights. So we'll see what happens, man. Listen, I want to leave it at that. Let me know in the comments, and what do you think of this fight between Joe Opetaia and Claudio Squeo? The Italian is 17-0. He's undefeated. Do you give him any chance at all? For me personally, I don't. I think Joe Opetaia is just miles better in it. But let me know in the comments what you think of it, and who do you think will win in a fight between Opetaia and Ramirez. Zurdo Ramirez. Who do you think is going to win? Let me know in the comments. Let's engage. I'll really appreciate that. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo. Please don't forget to go ahead and smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.